I think it's homophobic. I just think it's
unnecessary.
I don't think it's something that should have been said.
Right. I do think the part when he started saying, all my gay niggas clean, I feel like that's when you probably
that's
like
where it
dipping
goes,
like that's when you're dipping your toe.
Because you don't have to be gay to have HIV.
Yes.
You know, I know for people who have it and none of them are gay.
Right. You know, and I feel like that was uneducated of him and well, very ignorant of him to say.
I sit here and say, you want to dislike gay people? Okay, dislike us, but you don't have to voice it because that's when it becomes a problem. When you're just saying things just to say things because, like, I don't know, like Lil Boozy, like we said, Lil Boozy. I feel like he just says things just to say things.
Yeah.
For the sake of whatever, and then he gets mad when people have something to say about him. But it's like he talks about Lil Nas X more than the gay community talks about Lil Nas X. Yeah. There's something there.
Yeah. And it's like, the thing is, like, the thing that I think raises a flag is, why do you care so much that you're taking the time out of your day to speak about somebody who's not worried about you?
And then his excuse was, well, we don't need to see that on TV, that the sexual, well, that we don't need to see it. And I'm like, well, if you want to get technical, bitch, I've been seeing straight sex on TV my entire fucking life, and you've never heard a gay fucking person complain about shit. And
not only that, let's look at your music videos. Bitches twerking. Okay, your lyrics insinuate sex too, so you can't be a hypocrite. Like, you can't be sit here and be a hypocrite.
Like, that has, you don't just say you don't like it. Okay, it's okay not to like it. It's okay to not like it. You don't. All right, put your head down when he's performing. Walk out, go use the bathroom. Take that opportunity to go use the bathroom.
Or not that you just don't. Not that if you don't like it, don't watch it. That's it.
Don't pay no mind. Yeah. Why do you pay someone? Why do you let it bother you?
Right. Like, I don't really vibe with country music, so I'm not gonna watch the CMAs. I'm not gonna watch the CMAs. Why?
It's like when someone doesn't like someone, but then they're constantly on their Instagram. They're constantly talking shit. They're constantly. It's like, no, you're a fan. You like her. Like, you like her because obviously.
Yeah, that's true. Because if you don't like someone, you would have surrounded yourself with them.
I don't like people. They're not even a bleep on my radar. They're not even a thought in my mind. Paying no mind.
It's a fact.
So it doesn't make no sense.
It doesn't make no sense.
It doesn't make any sense. And that's, you know, you can have your opinion, fine. But
yeah. It's good that you're understanding, though, because I have run into gay people that are not understanding of people who are homophobic and don't like gay people. Like, they don't like that. They feel like all right, no, like,
this is what I've learned in life. At the end of the day, yes, I'm gay. That's not a choice, right? But I've learned that for me to look this way, I choose every day to wake up and put a wig on my head and to do my makeup and to dress up the way that I dress. That's a choice.
Right.
With that choice, there are consequences. There are gonna be people who don't like that. There are gonna be people who are gonna say things.
Yeah.
It comes with the territory. So I can't want to make this choice, but not want the consequences that come with it. You get what I mean?
Yes.
It's kind of like, at a certain point, you kind of just have to accept it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to, but that's just the way that it is.
Yeah.
And life isn't fair, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah. And I don't mean to be insensitive, but I've said this before. When I was speaking to somebody, I was like, sometimes I do feel like the LGBT community could take it a little bit too far. Like, sometimes it could be a little bit too extra.
Too sensitive. Yeah. It's like, no, they didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
They did have a poor choice of words, and what they're saying is they shouldn't be saying it regardless, but they didn't mean it the way that you're trying to take it.
You know?
So sometimes we do drag it.
Yeah. I do feel that way. And I when I said that, it was like, you know, the person was like, I agree and this and that. And they were like, but I understand. And I'm like, I understand too. Like, I'm not trying to take away any experiences that anybody in the LGBT community has had, because I don't experience that stuff. So I can't take it away and I can't say anything about it. But I do know that we all experience shit. Heterosexual, LGBTQ, we all have, like you said, you get catcalled, I get catcalled. You know what I'm saying?
We all deal with shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Everyone is just a little bit more sensitive for everyone.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck being gay, fuck being straight.
That's what I'm saying, right?
As a human being in general, until we get that general level of respect for everyone as just human beings,
then I feel like
the problem.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, because even still, like, we still have racism. Like, we still have mad other shit that is so important too that we have to look at as well. Like, and I feel like to me personally, you being gay, it does not like bother me. That is not something that I'm like super worried about. Like, it does not even affect me to no degree, like, at all. Like, somebody being racist affects me. Like, you being gay, I don't even care. Like, do what you do, bro, because I'm doing what I do.
Like, oh, I'm just uncomfortable being around.
But why?
Like, what if they hit on me? 9 times out of 10, it's the guys who are saying that. No shade. Like, yeah, don't even be cute. Like, and
legit.
That's just.
He said it'd be the uglies.
It'd be the uglies that really be worried. And I just be here like.
It's always the uglies worried. No offense.
I didn't even see you sitting there. No shade. Like.
I'll say the unattractive.
I was looking at your friend. Like, I wasn't even looking at you. Your
it's always cute. The friend.
Like, your friend was mad cute.
It's always the friend. Wow, damn. Even for women, it's always the friend.
But 9 times out of 10, it's the little ugly that's gay. So it's like, okay, I get it. You're mad because I wasn't looking at you, so now you're projecting. 9
times out of 10 is the ugly men that curse you out because you don't want to talk to them. It's the same shit, like for women. Like it be the ugly men that be yelling. Like good looking men don't really say anything sometimes. They be all right, fuck it, like. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. It be good looking men too. Men just fucking period. No, like gay men, straight men, like just men period. Like suck.
We got egos. As men, we just got egos.
Y'all don't suck. Because I do love men. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like and I even like I have male friends. Like I fuck with men. Like I fuck with your opinions. I fuck with your brain. I fuck with y'all as a whole. Like I feel like I have female friends, but I have male friends too. And I feel like I would not be able to not have male friends. Like there are some female friends that don't have male friends. Like I don't know how y'all do it. I need male friends. You need that balance. Like you need that masculinity like in your like circle because it like they just add shit. I don't know. Like you get like fire music from them. Like they just have insight from a male perspective. And sometimes insight from a male perspective can really like for a female make a difference because we do think all sometimes like I don't want to say in the same way, but like we are built on our emotions. We were built to nurture. Like so I feel like sometimes we are built on our emotions a lot, and I feel like sometimes some men can be on a little bit more of like a I want to say not emotional side, but they sometimes don't put their emotions first.
It's less emotion, it's more logic. It's kind of like, all right, it doesn't make sense to feel this way, so I'm not going to feel this way. That's because that's kind of how I think sometimes. It's insensitive, but it's kind of just like, okay, but you feel that way. I don't feel that way. You get what I mean? Like, oh, well, I feel like you're this. Like, oh, I feel like you're being mean to me. All right,
and that
but
might
I'm not being mean to you.
Right, and that might be true.
How do we fix this problem? Because quite frankly, I don't feel like I'm being mean to you. Yeah. And I'm gonna recognize your feelings, but at the same time, it's like if I'm not being mean, I really don't give a fuck. So it's like, but it doesn't make sense. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I do. But I feel like at the end of the day,
but for like my friend, but you rolled your eyes at me. It was like, bitch, I rolled my eyes. Like.
But I feel like at the end of the day, still you need that balance. Like just like if say men are more logical, right? If men are more logical and they're lacking that emotion, they need a woman to get that emotion. Exactly. And if women are more emotional, they might be lacking that logical or whatever, lacking logic or whatever, lacking logic. Fuck. Lacking logic. They would need a woman. They would need a man to bring that into the play. So it's still a balance. Like you still need that, like man and woman. Like whether it's platonic friends, whether it's relationship, whether it's anything.
Most of my friends are women.
Okay, you see.
But I mean, the girls that I have my friends for like I had the same friends for like ever.
But do you have male friends?
I have a few.
Okay.
Very few.
Yeah.
But I do have a few. Okay. That I can like call and talk to or whatever. Like
okay,
cool
you see,
people.
That's fire.
But
see, I have male friends. I think I have.
There's always that, Yeah. I'm straight. He's gay.
Yeah.
There's a line.
Yes. Just like what woman and man, there's a line.
He's not homophobic. He's not whatever.
Right.
But in his eyes, he's like, I'm not gonna lie. In my eyes, don't take this the wrong. He always tells me, in my eyes, you're like a girl. So I have to keep my friendship with you the same way I would with any other female for the sake of my woman.
Okay.
And I'm just like, I get it.
Okay.
But then it's like, okay, I get it. I have to respect it. Like, if your girlfriend feels uncomfortable with you being around gay men,
then you have to respect it.
I have to respect it. But then it's like, why does your girlfriend feel uncomfortable? That's
true. Why you feel I don't know.
And if you're like my guy friend, it's because you're my guy friend. Like I don't see
I feel like I wouldn't be uncomfortable if you're my man. Like if you're my man and I know you. I mean, can you really ever really know a person though? I don't know.
But I mean, I get it because to be honest, if I had a boyfriend, I wouldn't want my boyfriend to have a lot of gay friends. I'm just going to be honest.
Okay, as a gay man.
Maybe that's insecurity of mine.
I get why though. I get why because
I wouldn't want him around a whole bunch of gay men all the time.
But I feel like
I'd rather him have more girlfriends.
Right.
Than have a whole
I wouldn't be mad at my man having a gay friend. I don't think I would be, because if I don't feel like my man is gay, like I don't necessarily feel threatened by him being friends with a gay man. I would just be like, okay, actually, babe, that's kind of cool that you.
Especially if I've known them for like ever, you know what I
right?
mean?
And I think that I would feel like, okay, like that's, you have a gay friend, like whatever, like that's fine, like.
And she's cool. She's always been nice to me. Like it's not like, so it's kind of just like maybe you just like feel insecure, like you don't want to seem homophobic, so you put it on.
Maybe that's what it is.
And it's like, I don't think you're homophobic.
Right.
If you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable. That's fine. I can respect that. Yeah.
Sometimes your body does things that your mind don't think. Or sometimes vice versa.
But I don't want to fuck you, so you don't.
I think that's the worry. But I feel like the same thing with women in man relationships. You know, it becomes that, like, I have like, okay, let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have like 5 male friends, and I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, maybe we have 5 female friends that I'm close to. And I feel like with my male friends, like with some of them, like, or even all of them, I've never felt like they were trying anything with me. The ones that I consider my friends, like I don't think that I've ever like thought that they would ever try that with me, like, or like.
Because if that's the case, then he wouldn't be.
Yeah, and also like I would never try that with them. Like I don't even see them that way. Like I don't know. Like once a man becomes your male friend.
You're my friend. You're my friend. Like once you.
Yeah, for some cases though, because some friends you'd be like, no, I mean, I
can appreciate you, because honestly, I don't want ugly friends.
No, yeah, the same thing, but like
if
you know,
look good, then bitch, you look
right.
good.
But some of your friends, you just be like, I mean, I don't know. Like if he tried it, I would try it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like one of those things. But for some of my male friends, I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like literally like when I look at them, I'm like, bro. But that's it's like a circle, and it's like in the circle says BRO. Like literally, like that's my brother. Like I would never try. I don't even sometimes like. Nah, that's my bro. Like, fuck that.
But that's how a lot of gay guys are. Like, they're friends, but they be fucking. Like,
I know a lot of
gay guys who they be having
sex
with their friends.
Yeah. No, same thing for women and men. I think that happens.
It's just
friends
like,
with
honestly,
benefits.
You can't have a lot of gay friends. You can have the gay friends that I approve of. No shade. And you can do the same. I mean, I don't have any gay friends. You don't have nothing to worry about. But,
yeah. Okay.
You know, I mean, I have like 2.
Okay.
But it's like, we're like the same. You know
okay.
I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
No, you're not having it.
I'm not.
I thought that.
At all.
I thought that.
I'm not. Just only because I've seen it. I know.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like for me, like personally, like I would be okay with my male friend having female friends that he's had forever. Like if we come into the relationship and you already have these friends, I'm okay with that.
That's different.
That's I understand.
Like if you grew up together, whatever.
Right.
That's totally
but you
different.
Getting new friends that are females, no.
Or like the friends that you just party with, or like the friends that you just go out with.
Yeah,
like,
no.
You're not.
I need to go.
No, you're not seeing those friends.
What I need to do
the club for without me.
What I would need to do is I would actually have to go out with them and see
how
he acts. Yeah,
we're all gonna hang. No, there's no. It's not options either. We're all gonna hang out, or you're not gonna go because the fuck are you doing in the club?
That's true.
Are you making any money in that club? Is there any business for you in that club? No.
Oh, okay. He says about the cheddar and the paper.
So then that's the only excuse for me.
What about that?
Other than that, if we're in a relationship, what the fuck are you going to the club for? Yeah. Without me. And I'm down to go to the club.
I feel like I would be okay with my man going to the club without me with his friends.
You want to go to a straight club? Fine, go.
Okay, for you, yeah.
Go. You want to go to a gay club? You want to go to the Ritz? You want to go to Boxers? For what?
Yeah.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Because you don't want me to go. So there's somebody there.
Yeah. See? Damn.
Because if not, then they're going to invite you. Hey, you want to go to the club tonight?
That's true.
Right or wrong?
That's true. You going for that reason. Because why you want to go to the club?
Why you got to go by yourself with your friends? Oh, it's your friend's birthday. Let's go. I want to meet your friend.
I want to meet your friends. I'm going to start using this. He said make a reservation. Where we going? And now I want to meet your friends.
But I feel like that's just like basic logic.
For the first date.
I feel like that's just, maybe I'm old school in that way. I don't know. Like that's like basic logic.
What?
Like just, all right, you wanna date me? Okay, let's date. Let's go out.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean dinner. We can go for a walk in the park. That's cute. Yeah. We can get coffee. It don't gotta be.
I'm a walk in the park type of girl.
It don't gotta be a steak and lobster. Yeah. You know what I mean? But there has to be some effort. Don't. Yeah. I'm gonna Uber you to my house. I don't need you to Uber me to your house. I don't want to go to your house.
That's a fact. Unless you said like we're fucking.
Unless we establish that.
I don't think that's old school. Different. I don't think that's old school at all. I think that I think that men courting is a thing.
Yes.
I do believe in that, but I do feel like it
doesn't happen very often.
It doesn't, and I think it needs to be tweaked a little bit because I do think it falls on the men paying for everything. I did say this like my last episode.
But like I said, it doesn't necessarily mean money. It's effort.
Yes, that's the thing.
It is on the girls. Girls be like, "Well, I want purses." And
that's what I'm saying.
All right, sometimes it's like, "All right, girl," but what? Sometimes it's like, "All right, but what are you doing?"
That's what I said.
What are you bringing to the table? Because you want all these purses. All right, but who pays the bills in this house?
Right, because pussy is not enough.
Because you don't work.
Pussy's not enough. Sorry, as a woman, I'm just have to say that pussy's not enough.
It's not.
I probably lose a lot of women on this because a lot of women believe that it is, but I don't think pussy's enough, and I don't feel like dick is a gift either. So I feel like
I don't think you should get the pussy for free. Don't get it twisted.
Oh,
pussy's definitely not free.
Okay, yes, I don't get it either.
But you have to know what your price tag is.
Okay,
you get what I mean?
So yeah.
If you know you're a McDonald's bitch, then accept the McDonald's. Don't.
Not the McDonald's, bitch.
Don't be McDonald's trying to go to Noble because it's not gonna happen.
That's period. Though. I get what you. I get the analogy.
What they bring to the table. A lot of girls be like, "Well, he needs to spoil me." Okay, but what are you doing for him?
Right.
Like, is the house kept? Do you cook for him? You know, men need attention too. Do you pay attention to him?
That's true. It's equal. It needs to be equal. It needs to be 50-50. It can't be 60-40. I mean, it could be 60-40.
If you're doing all of that and your man's not paying his part, that's a different story.
Right.
But if you're not, and I know a lot of girls will sit here and be like, and I be on Instagram like, bitch, but you don't even got a job. So what are you
like, right? Like, about? What do you? Right, how do you want these things and you don't even have these things for yourself when you don't have a job? Like, that's the thing. Like, you can't. Like, he's not your father. He's not your provider. He is your man. So
in the same breath, he can't tell me what to wear. He can't tell me, but he pays for everything. So at a certain point, yeah, he can. If you're going to rely on him to take care of you, and that's fine. I think that's fine. If you want to be a woman who wants to be taken care of, that's fine. But then you have to know what your place is.
Yeah, that's true. You have to take on certain responsibilities since this person's taking on these responsibilities. And I believe
you do not wear the pants in that relationship if
at
you're
this
being
point,
taken
yes,
care of.
That's true.
Period, point blank.
And you're going to have to accept that. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to accept that. Unless your husband is a simp. Unless you...
That's different.
You
if
know.
You're playing your part now...
You know what I'm saying?
Because there are good women out there who play their part, and I be looking at them like, bitch, that nigga don't do shit for you. Like, what are you doing with him? Like, you flip it.
Yeah.
Then sometimes there's the girls who do play their part, but then their nigga don't do shit.
And there's a lot of that. There's a lot of women out there that take care of their man for years. They pay all the bills, they take care of the babies, and the men do nothing. And it becomes a thing where it becomes like a comfortable thing where you get comfortable with your woman taking care of you and your woman catering to your needs and doing everything and you just laying back and doing nothing.
Women also have to understand this. As a man telling you this, we're only going to do what you let us do.
No, facts.
So if you're going to sit there and let us punk you out and let us do it, we're going to do it. It's the hard truth. But if you're going to sit there and let a man treat you like shit, he's going to treat you like shit.
That's a fact.
If you don't let him, and you have to set those boundaries from the jump. You can't be dating him for 2 years and then all of a sudden now you want to change.
Facts.
And it's like, no, bitch, you need a new man.
Yeah, exactly. He's already comfortable in that setting.
He's not going to change. That's a fact. If anything, he's just going to cheat on you.
Right.
He's going to make you think he's doing what you want him to do.
And
he's cheating on you.
I feel like that's facts. Like, you have to set those boundaries from the beginning. And I realized that after going through things, like, you can't expect somebody to do something without you telling them, without you voicing it. And we are too grown, too old to be expecting someone to read our mind. Unless you feel like the conversation you have, that person's going to be useless and you're not going to get anything from that.
Then why are you wasting your time?
No, then you leave, right? But I'm saying, like, even in that relationship, like, if you feel, okay, if I have this conversation with this person, are they going to give me what I need? Are they going to give me anything that I need to find out what I need to do next? Then you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to leave. I'm not even going to have the conversation. We don't even have to talk about it. Mm-hmm. But it's like, if you feel like you could work through it, you have to have that conversation. You have to be able to speak about it. If you can't speak about it, nothing can be done from any. It's not like it's going to happen out of dust. You have to have that boundary set from the beginning. Like, listen, A, B, C, D, and E, and F, G is not going to happen. Like, we're not doing that. And we can work on doing like, you know, these letters, but the other letters is not happening, and maybe the other ones can flow.
There's always room for compromise. Right, you know what I mean? But it's like there's certain boundaries that you have to set that you can't.
It's detrimental shit. And like that's when your standards come into play.
That's the reason why I'm single. Is just certain things. You're saying you want to get to know me, you want to date me, you want to take me out, then that's what I expect for you to be doing.
But you know what it is? A lot of people don't know what they're like, and I can say that from my experience. Like, I feel like because...
Bitch, and I'm simple. I like McDonald's. I'm not a McDonald's bitch, but I like McDonald's. Right.
I feel like I've learned. I've never had a as serious relationship with anyone. I've never had a boyfriend, but I've never been as serious with anyone as either. But I do realize through talking to people that if you don't explain to them at the beginning or tell them what it is that they're getting with this, a lot of shit can get confusing. Like, I feel like in my most recent thing, everything that he said is happening. Like, he told me exactly what it is. Like, I don't want to do A, B, and C because of this, and this. And I said, okay, I signed myself up. I made the choice, like you said before. I made the choice to decide what I want to do. Now, I made the choice knowing what I'm getting myself into, right? So I have to know, like you said, that when that choice, this is what this comes with. A lot of people make choices not knowing that this is what this comes with, and they prepare themselves for other things, feeling like they can change them choices based off how they feel like they're making that person feel. Sex don't change shit, okay?
It's me, you know.
No. It's the pussy. No. It's the pussy, and maybe it's not always the pussy. It could be that he likes you. It could be that. But if somebody said they weren't ready to commit, they're not going to be ready to commit. They're not going to do it. It doesn't matter what you do. If somebody really wants you, they will show that from the beginning. You will not have to ever worry about that, and you won't have to question it. You feel me? So if you have to question it, if you have to worry, if you have to ask, if you have to ask the person that you're dealing with if y'all are something, that's your question answer right there.
To ask because not everyone is vocal. Some
right, everybody's vocal.
Exactly. Expressive of their
feelings. And once they tell you though, but a
man will tell you, like, oh no, we just haven't. He will tell you.
But you don't even have to ask. He will tell you. Before you even ask, he'll say it because he wants to make it known. Men like to make it known before they get themselves into shit, because they're still gonna get themselves into shit no matter what. Because men are stupid sometimes. Yeah, you're dumb sometimes. Yeah, just still do dumb shit. But like y'all take the girl out to do fun things.
They do boyfriend shit, not wanting to be a boyfriend.
Right. You're taking me out to hang out with your friends, but I'm not your girlfriend. And you'll take me out to hang out with your family, but I'm not your girlfriend. Yeah, we're not doing that. You're not. I'm not doing that. You want to fuck? We can fuck. Right. But I don't want to do all this other stuff. But once we establish that we're just fucking,
none of your friends got to know that we fucking. Right. Because I'm not going to tell none of my friends.
I'm going to tell my girls. Because especially if you're fucking me great, I'm going to tell my girls. I definitely told my girls about the stuff that I've done. Like, I have to. Yeah, because it's just like
sometimes I have to be careful.
You see.
This is back in the whole times.
Oh, okay, this is back in the whole time. I'm not in the whole times right now. I'm just like singular.
I'm like over the whole times though.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
It was fun.
I feel like everybody has their whole phase.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun, but
it gets boring after a while. Yeah, and it's just like at the same time, I'm gonna tell you what I expect. And if you don't want to give me that, that's fine.
Yeah.
But don't.
I'm not gonna lie. Like
we're not doing that.
I can't do that no more.
You're not gonna act like a boyfriend.
Right.
And not want to be a boyfriend.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Because I'm gonna hold you accountable. Yeah. But then it's you're crazy. No, nigga,
yeah.
I'm not crazy.
That shit is crazy, y'all. People like to take advantage of people's emotions. I've learned that.
One relationship. It lasted for 5.5 years, and it taught me exactly what I did not want to do.
Okay. See, I'm scared of that. I'm scared of getting into a relationship because I've never been in one and wasting my time realizing that's what I want.
After everything, it's a good lesson. Yeah. Like if you choose to take the lesson for it, if you're gonna freaking wallow in your self-pity and be a little bitch about it, then that's never gonna happen. But if you choose to take the lesson in it and just realize, take your accountability in it, like at the end of the day, he did this because I allowed him to.
A lot of people can't take that accountability. A lot of people can't reflect on themselves. He's an asshole.
He knew how. Right, but at the end of the day, when you took him back, you knew he was gonna cheat on you.
Yes, but you know what it is? It always has to be a half. No, and that's when it
doesn't make it right that he cheated on you.
No, but
at the same time you knew.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Really, you can't be mad.
A lot of people can't ask themselves that question, like, what role did I play in this? Because, you know, at the end of the day, when you're in a partnership, it can't always be that one person.
And that's why it ended for me. I sat there and I asked myself, okay, I know this is what the situation is going to be for another 5 years. Do I want to deal with this for another 5 years? No, I don't. And so it was like, okay, I was done. He had another boyfriend the next week.
Wow.
So it proves my point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it hurt. It was the most painful thing I ever went through. But at the same time, I learned the biggest lesson from it.
Yes. I'm hoping my first relationship is a lesson and a blessing.
But hopefully,
you know, and the same one. So I
stay. But you know, you have a lot of examples to learn from. So maybe it's a good thing that you haven't been in a relationship. No, because
you know what,
you refuse to settle. Maybe that's what that means.
Maybe that is it. Because I do feel like I've learned a lot from people my friends that I've been in relationships and the things that I've seen them go through. Because out of the friends that I have, it's funny. Like out of the friends that I have, like. Not all of us are as experienced in relationships. Like some of us are been in like relationships and then like a lot of us have not. So it's like the ones that are not in relationships, we just be like asking questions. Like we just be like there and be like, what's up? Like what happened? And then you get all this information and you're just like, right, boom. Like I won't do that. But it's like you find yourself doing exactly that because you know what it is? You're going to go through that shit anyway. Mm-hmm. And no matter what, if you've seen it, sometimes you see shit and you don't see yourself in it while you're in it because you saw it and you thought like, I will never put myself in that situation, but you be in that situation.
But it's different when you're in the situation.
Exactly.
And you can sit there and say it all day. It's like I said, it's easier to sit here and give the advice and tell you don't do this, don't do that. But when you sit, like I said, I was in a relationship for 5.5 years. So I know what it's like when you're sitting there, you're just looking at them. And you're just like, damn.
Yep.
And it's like, we're going to have like the best sex like anyway. So it doesn't even matter. I don't even care right now.
That's right.
Like, it's fine.
Or even when you're outside looking in, you'd be like, okay, well, like, you guys broke up, but y'all gonna get right back together. And it's like, yeah, we're gonna get right back together, but like, we're gonna get back together and then it's gonna be the same shit. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna break up and do the same thing. Or like,
But I wasn't the person to break up. I was more of like I'm gonna have a big ass argument and I'm gonna be mad at you for like 3 weeks. But we're together. We're not broken up. So anything that you do within those 3 weeks that we're not speaking, you're still cheating. But here, I don't give a fuck, so you ain't talking to me. This nigga want to talk to me, I'm gonna talk to him. And that's how he was. But knowing that he was like that, I chose to deal with him.
Yeah.
So
that was your choice. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
looking back now in the situation, it's like, oh my god, he's such an asshole. Fuck him. Everything was his fault. But looking back, it's kind of like, yeah, but you were like a little bitch and you went along with it. Like, kind of have to have that conversation with yourself. It's uncomfortable. But
you have to do it.
You have to do it.
Yes, you have to have uncomfortable conversations with yourself to grow. Unfortunately, that's the only way to grow. Because if you can't reflect upon the things that you've done or the things that you're going through and address where you play the role, where you are the issue, where you are the problem, and how that problem came about, you'll never grow from that situation.
You played a part in it.
You played a part no matter what. And if you victimize yourself, you will continue to think that everybody is against you. And no matter what, you will be isolated. You will end up alone no matter what. Because everybody will be an enemy.
Everyone gets tired of that shit.
Yes, like, you get tired of that victimization shit. People are not always wrong. You wrong sometimes too, bitch. Yeah, like fuck that.
And it be the people who are like the biggest bitches too. The biggest ones. And you're like, yo, you're a bitch. Like.
But you saying I'm a bitch?
And I fuck with you because I love you, but you wildin' right now. Like, you look at it and hop across the table and punch you in your face. Like, it's very much those kind of situations.
But we were talking about the Dababy, though. And we did go off of that. About his whole HIV, homophobic rant, or whatever the case may be. And you were saying how... What were you saying?
That, like, I don't think it was a homophobic statement. I think it was just an ignorant, unnecessary statement. It was something that didn't need to be said. Like... I feel like he said it to get attention. Yeah. And he did that.
Yeah. He definitely did.
I don't think he's homophobic. You know?
I don't think he's homophobic either. I think he just needed to like use different words. Probably like literally word it differently.
It was a poor choice of words.
Yes. And also the way he just came at people with HIV.
And then afterwards. And then what made it worse for me was the after fact.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't care for what he said, but then it was after. It was like, well, if you don't this, if you don't that, then fuck, I gotta apologize.
Yeah.
To you for it. You have to apologize.
And he was like, my gay people are clean.
No, you have to apologize to everyone who you offended.
Yeah.
Period. That's how
you have to take accountability.
That's how you give an apology. Because if you're not sorry, don't give one.
Right. I don't think he's homophobic either, but I do feel like there are a lot of people homophobic celebrities, and they make it known, like Boosie, like you said. I feel like, you know, like T.I., I just
think T.I. just don't like people. Like, and he's just like, he's very opinionated.
Yeah, he is. Like I said,
and it's like you're a grown ass man and you don't know that sometimes, like, you
need to shut up.
Keep things to yourself. Yeah.
The first thing that got me was when he was speaking about his daughter. Like, after that, I was like, you know.
Yeah, it was when he was defending Little Boosie. Like, he's entitled to have his opinion. Yes, he is entitled to have his opinion. The same way he shared his opinion publicly, now people are going to share their opinion about him publicly. Right. And he has to do that. And that's fine.
Yeah, a lot of celebrities.
He made the choice.
A lot of celebrities came at the they didn't come at Dababy, but they were like, you know, going out against him. I think even Madonna said something. No, and that was crazy. Like, really he's Madonna.
Came from. I don't feel like it was to cancel him.
No, it was more like just like a wake up call. Like look at what you said. Take a look at it. Like, it was ignorant, but like, reflect with yourself. Like, talk to yourself. Think about it.
But he didn't take the second to do that, and that's what it.
That's why the apology was bad. Yeah.
Well, I'm not wrong. I said what I said, and fuck that. You know. So
that goes back to you taking your role. You know, you have to take the role that you did say something wrong. So if you said what you said,
okay, you said what you said, but people are gonna feel away about
exactly.
You. So certain people aren't gonna want to work with you now.
Right. And he got kicked off of a lot of like promotions. I think like Questlove kicked him out. Something,
like four
yeah, like some concerts he was canceling him.
That happened.
Yeah, Boohoo canceled him because he had like that drop with them. They canceled him. Like, I'm just like, oh my god. But you got to think about it. Oh, sorry, I'm saying sorry to my mic. You got to think about it. Like, these people, these companies support so many people in the world, and they support a lot of LGBTQ plus people. So you saying something about that community and them being companies that support them,
and not taking accountability.
Exactly. They're not gonna lose those people because of you. Then they're just gonna drop you because then you're not as important as the people that they have on their side. That's from that community.
The money they spent on you, they made it back.
Yes, from all the people that was in that community. So you saying that, like, I feel like that was ignorant. First of all, I feel like you saying that on the stage publicly was dumb for your career. Like, you will always be known for saying some dumb shit like that.
And for real, gay people run the entertainment business, the world. Like, no shade. I don't want to be one of those people because I'm gay and I'm like, we kind of do. Like, it's our opinions that matters. The designers who dressed you, what are they? Gay. People doing your hair and the makeup, what are they? Gay.
Like, gay.
These choreographers, half of them are gay. You know what I mean? It's like,
I don't have the facts. I don't know.
No, I work behind, so knowing what I know now behind the scenes, it's like, it's ran by gay men. Well, so it's like when you sit here and you look at it, you can't be in the entertainment industry and be homophobic.
I mean, I do feel like a lot of people who go against homophobic people end up.
Because then take that Gucci off.
Not good.
Take the Gucci off. Take all those labels that you're wearing that are ran by gay people off if you're going to be homophobic. If you're going to stand in what you stand in, stand in what you stand in.
Oh, shit. I didn't know the owner of Gucci was gay.
I'm just using that as an example. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like,
it could be. I don't know.
It could not. He probably is. And if nothing, then the person who designs for him is gay.
Look it up.
Mugler. I know they're all gay over there. That right.
Okay.
The man who started Gucci wasn't gay. He had a wife. I know that much.
Wow. Adolfo, Ray Aganan, Harney, Murray, Giorgio Armani. Wow.
All these designers.
Pierre Cardin.
And I'm
Christian Dior. Tom Ford. Yo.
It's like.
Yo, I'm crying. Michael Kors.
That's why I say it makes no sense.
Philip Lim. Christian Louis Vuitton. Yo. That's crazy. I don't even know the rest of these brands. Shit's probably too rich for me.
Exactly.
But like Jeremy Scott.
That's what I'm trying to say. You rock these labels, but you hate
Jeffree Star. Wow.
It's like
Gianni Versace.
Well, it's gay.
Jason Wu.
And men and niggas love Versace.
Kasich Wong.
Niggas love Versace. That's their favorite.
Gok Wan. Yeah, that's a fact. People love.
So it's like okay. So that's why I sit here and I'm one of those people.
Oh, Marc Jacobs too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gianni Versace, Tom Ford, Saint Laurent, Alexander McQueen, Marc Jacobs.
Okay, now and if they're not,
Valentino, Karl Lagerfeld, Jean Paul Gaultier, Alexander Wang, Michael Kors, Zach Posen, Isaac Mizrahi.
Everyone who matters, no shade.
Yo.
But everyone who matters. So it's like...
That's crazy.
You can't be a part of that business and be homophobic. If you're going to stand in what you're
honestly, you can't be a part of any business and be homophobic. Do you understand, like, in the music industry, you know how many artists have come out as homophobic, gay, actress, artists?
On the DL?
Yeah.
You know how many...
Ellen Page. I don't know if you know Ellen Page. She just came out as trans, and she's transitioning into a he now. And that I was shocked, but I was like, okay, like, you know, like there's a lot of support she had from the acting community. Like
it's not like it was before to where like people are literally gonna kill you. Like you're gonna have people who are gonna talk their shit.
Yeah, right.
For the most part, the love outweighs the hate.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
for
like
sure.
I don't get what people are in the closet anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. Honestly,
especially now with like Instagram, like they're gonna be scared of being dropped from their label. If they got fans, they got fans. They don't need a label at that point.
Right. And I feel like honestly, like and it's just no offense. No one really cares if you're gay. Like nobody cares. I mean, besides people who are homophobic, which makes no sense. People who are not homophobic, like we don't really care. Like I've never thought like, oh, like look at that gay person. Like, oh. I never thought that. I was just like, okay, like
people who really take the time out of their day to say something to me, to fix their face, to make sure that I see that they're giving me a dirty look. It's like, all right, I'm gonna give it to you because you wanted me to see it.
Yes, like, and it's just like
it doesn't really. It's like if that made you feel better, then I'm gonna give it to you. But at the same time, it's not hurting me because that just shows who you're. You look stupid.
You look dumb. Like it's just so stupid. You look like really upset. The same thing when I look at people who don't like black people. I just be like, you look stupid. Right? You look so dumb and pressed because you don't like me just because of this color of my skin. Just like you don't like me because of who I fuck.
Something you can't help.
Something I
it's not a choice.
No, but no. This is this is the thing. Something I chose to do. Something that doesn't even affect you. Me being black, when I go home, I'm gonna be black and you still gonna be white. When he goes home, he's gonna be gay and you gonna be straight. So what is being affected here? Like what's really the problem? Like what's really the issue? I can never understand. I ask myself this all the time. Like I literally be asking myself sometimes because I just be thinking about it, like why does racism exist? And now I'm thinking about it, like why does homophobia exist? Like what really could drive you to hate a black person? What really could drive you to hate?
I want to know who was the person that said like.
Right, who made up these words? Who made up these words?
Who was the one person that said, you can't do this? Like,
yes. Who was it that was like, you know what? You can't be black. Who was it that was like, you know what? You can't be gay. Or you can't be this. Or because there's so much other like adversities in the world that I can't even name because I'm not even third world country shit. Right. But like, and even in those, like you can't be Muslim or you can't be.
You have multiple. You're black and you're a woman. There's two right there.
I can't deal with it. I literally can't. Like, I feel like being black is like a heavy barrier, and then being a woman is like I got slapped in the face.
I'm black and I'm gay.
And then you're black and you're gay, and it's just like it's supposed terrible. To be polar opposites. It's just terrible. Like
it doesn't mean
because white gay men definitely are on a higher level.
They're privileged.
I feel like they're privileged.
Definitely privileged.
You know, they're definitely privileged.
A little bit.
Not
always, but for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just because, like I said, going back to that stance where you don't know if a person is gay, if white people in general just have a privilege. So it's like if you don't know that person is gay, they have privilege already just because they're white. You know, them being gay might knock it down a little bit for some people because some people are homophobic. But
you being white is going to surpass everything.
Yeah, most likely because some white people are not doing that great. You know, they're not that great. As some people would say, some white people have wasted their generational wealth. Some people say that. And then when I heard that, I was like, oh, shit. Like, if you think about it, that's really true. Like, it's fucked up. But if you think about it, like, a white person that's not rich is really like, you fucked up your generational wealth. Like, you really fucked up the whole shit that was handed to you. Like, how you do that? Like how you do that? Like I feel like if black people had that generation wealth, like, some of us probably would have fucked it up and spent it on drugs. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a fucking stack.
But for the most part, most of us, we would
have been lit.
We would have been smart with it.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Just think about a whole community filled with nothing but black people. Just think about that. Like,
we would have done something for us. Like,
just think about a whole big ass gated community.
What an island.
Well, like, bro, just think about it with just black people. Like, I mean, nothing but black people. It means all shades of black. Feel me? Just nothing.
Like, unless you're not white.
Right. Imagine having black festivals, black colleges, like black pharmacies. Everything in that whole island is just black. Like, the whole thing is owned by black people. Like, yo, we would be fucking lit. Like, niggas would just be fucking jealous of us. I swear. I really feel that way. Like, I really feel that way. But that's why we don't have it. Because they would not like that. And they would definitely try to fuck it up, which is why Tulsa happened. We all know what happened with that. If you don't know, educate yourself. Read it up, look it up, because I had to do it. And it's okay if you're ashamed, because a lot of black people don't know history, and that's just because they've taken away from us. So don't feel ashamed. Just look it up. Just read about it. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, it's okay to learn. I learned half the shit I know about black people in college, so let that be a wake-up call to you, because I was fucking 20 years old learning about my people, and I should have learned about that when I was fucking like 12 or some shit like that. But whatever. Back to the episode. But yeah, I guess we could wrap it up just saying, like, I really don't care about anybody who's gay. Like, I really don't. No offense. Like, I care about y'all, but I don't really care that you're gay. Like, it doesn't even bother me. Like, it's like, for instance, like, if we went out together, like, you being gay wouldn't even be in my mind. Like, I would just be like, okay, there's Michael. Like, that's it. Like,
I just remembered this. I went out recently with, like, my family. Went to, like, some water park in the Poconos. And my nephew realized something that I really, like, stopped realizing. And he goes, do people stare at you like this everywhere you go? And I said, now that I think about it, people do stare at me like this everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't get tired of people staring at you and, like, pointing at you? And he's like, but why are they? He asked me, but why do they point at you?
How old is he?
12. He's like, why do they point at you? Why? And I said, honestly, I don't know. Yeah. And he's like, and he looked at me like, how you don't know? Yeah.
I mean, obviously.
And I looked, and it was just like, the best way I explained to him is just like, some people just.
They just can't get it. Because I feel like when I see a man in makeup and hair, I look and I be like, okay.
Like, I'm
not look away. Like, I just be like,
who's oblivious? Like, I know why everyone's staring at me.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's literally like, to me,
I'm not oblivious to the fact.
It's just like a quick glance. Like, today, some guy got on the train.
People sit there and they stare at me and they're like.
Yeah, that's a different type of stare.
So now I gotta pay it. So now I gotta sit there and I gotta pay it. And make sure I look nice because you're looking at me. So instead of getting mad and giving you the reaction that you want, I'm gonna go the other way.
You gotta kill them with kindness.
Make you more uncomfortable.
Yep, kill them with kindness. Killing people with kindness makes them more uncomfortable because they wouldn't expect that. They would expect for you to have this ugly demeanor to you.
I don't want to get hit and I don't want to fight. So
right.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Period. That's period.
It is what it is. You feel the way that you feel, and us getting into a physical altercation on the train over you looking at me this way isn't gonna change the way that you feel. Yeah. If anything, it's gonna make you feel even worse. Yeah. Me. So
some guy got on the train today. He had on a glittery black skirt, tan tank top, flip flops that were black, and then he had like a black thing over him. And he went to his woman. He was like, "Can you move it, please?" And he sat down. And I looked at him and I said, "Okay." And then I looked away. That was it. Like I was like, "All right, he's doing him. Like whatever." Like literally, that's how I do when I see people that I feel like is doing them. I be like, "Okay." But that's my thing. Like I heard
people
you.
Be more like that. Like,
and then that's it. That's it.
Unless if you don't like it, then it's okay. Whatever.
Unless I feel like you're doing too much, because I do feel like there are people who do too much. Like you yelling and do all of that. I'm just like,
I walk on the train. I sit in the corner.
No, it's like you don't have to. You don't have to be.
But
like,
that's how I'd rather be.
Yeah, you don't have to be like that. But it's just like you don't also have to make yourself so known. And, and you can do that. You know what? Fuck it. Like
if that's your personality, that's fine.
Then fuck it.
But you can tell when it's not authentic.
Yes, and that's when I be annoyed because I'm like, now you're just doing it because you feel like you have to because you're gay, and you don't have to be extra like that. You're fine just the way you are, and you fucking caring about what anybody else thinks. Who cares? Like, at the end of the day, when you go home, you still gonna be you, and they still gonna be them, and nothing you say is gonna change their opinion about you, and you're still gonna feel the way. Exactly. Still not gonna care, so exactly, and that's how I feel. Like, I literally don't care. Like, my sister told me, my sister is 12. My sister's 12. And she told me she likes girls. She could be going through a phase. She could be lying. She could be telling the truth. I don't know. She's 12. But if she's telling the truth, like, I literally don't care. Like, you know,
I like the fact that it was just like, she could even come to you and tell you, like,
yeah. You know? Yeah, she said, I like girls. And I was like, okay, like, that's cool. Like, whatever. You like what you like. Like, you liking girls is not going to make me hate you or like you anymore.
They're going to be lit.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
because they're accepting a little bit.
They're gonna be lit.
I feel like they're more accepting. I feel like our generation was not really accepting. Like us being in middle school,
us and older.
Yeah, when I was in middle school, you being gay was a crime. Like they would make fun of you. Like you would get bullied. Like no funny shit. Like that was not like a thing. Like, and I feel like, you know, obviously like being gay has developed over time as being more accepting, even though I feel like it shouldn't even be that way.
It shouldn't even be be like, why?
Yeah, I feel like that it's just a mess. Like it's just like I feel like Black people shouldn't have had to like form their own groups and coalitions and this and that. It's just like it boils down to self-identity and being judged for your identity and being judged for things that you cannot control. Like at the end of the day, like no one who's gay was chose that. Like that's what they were born with. That's how they are. They weren't that nobody told them to be like.
There's tons of gay guys out there who don't like the fact that they're gay
because they feel like it's not right. Because people tell them it's not right.
The way that they were brought up.
Yeah, because people told them that it's not right, and that's not true.
So they deal with it because they have it's something they have. Yeah, but
it's a thing.
They sit there and they tell you, if I could be straight, I'd be straight.
There was a show, Modern Love, and there was this episode and this girl was like, she kissed this girl and she was Googling, she did this quiz on like how to tell if she's gay, and the quiz told her she wasn't gay. So she was like, I mean, I guess I'm not gay. And it's just like things like that make me wonder, like,
being
you know,
curious doesn't necessarily make you gay.
It doesn't.
It means you're curious. That's it.
Yes,
like I don't think there's anything wrong with like.
I don't either.
Like, all right, like. Now, if you only fuck niggas and you're like, I'm experimenting, you need to have a conversation with yourself. Like, you're gay.
Okay,
you get
right.
what I mean? But you know, if you want to know what it feels like,
I mean,
there's some people who are that curious.
Sorry, I went to work. I feel like if you want to know what it feels like that's fine. I feel like if you find out what it feels like and you like it. Even if you don't like it, I feel like as a woman, I still won't date you.
But if you don't like it,
you know, I don't care if you don't like it. You trying it is enough for me.
But that's not something that you would know if they don't like it.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't come up in conversation.
That's true.
I didn't like it. I ain't gonna talk about it. Like
that's true. How but if a man came to me, he was like, "Look, like I tried to have sex with a man and I didn't like it." I'll be like, "Okay, I think that's really fire that you did that." That you even did that. Like, you even went to the idea to try it because you wanted to know if you like it. But I can't personally fuck with you knowing that you possibly fucked with a man and you didn't possibly like it. Because what if you fuck another man and you like that? You know what I mean?
That's why it's very important to figure out what you want to do.
That's different.
Before you
because your first experience with fucking with a man might not be the best. Just like when I first had sex, it was not the best. You know what I mean? You might need to do it a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Before you get the groove of it. So I'm saying you might be like, you know what? Let me try it again. I don't want to be with you while you figuring it out. I want you to figure that shit out, and then you do what you want to do after that.
Thank you.
I don't want to be with you while you figuring it out.
Thank you.
I don't want to do that. I want you to figure it out, and then I can decide if I want to be with you or not. I want them to know up front.
But once you figured it out, there's something for discussion. So you figured out what the fuck you want, move forward with whoever the fuck you want to move forward with, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But it's like I don't know. If you don't know what the fuck you want, you think you might be gay, you think you might whatever, you shouldn't be in a relationship with nobody.
Don't take no quiz. Just try it. I say try
it. My thing is, if you that curious, if you really want to know,
try it.
You'll know.
Yeah.
And you'll try it.
Yeah. And if you're not, obviously, if you know you're straight, like then don't.
If you don't want to do it, you don't like it, you won't do it.
Don't do it.
That's just my thing.
Period. Like, just like I'm not gonna go eat pussy if I don't want to.
And I know I didn't like it. I touched it. I said, no, that's not for me. No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm sure I know that's not what I want.
I've never been like up and close and personal with the vagina.
That's not like.
No, that was it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I have one, so I know what it looks like.
I know what they look like. I have a whole bunch of friends. You know?
Yeah. So I feel like, I mean, I'm open to trying it. Like, I'm open to it. But I don't think that I could be in a relationship with a woman. And I feel like, you know, some women say like, well, I can, but I feel like I don't personally feel like I could be in a relationship with a woman like physically, not only physically, but emotionally and mentally. And I feel like that means something.
A physical relationship is one thing. Yeah. Like, it's all about emotional for me. Like, the physicality of it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's true.
It really doesn't. Sometimes you're like, for men, sometimes your soulmate is your best friend, your guy best friend. You don't even know it because y'all so worried about whatever the fuck that you're meant to be with him.
Damn, I don't know about that.
I know a situation like that. That's why I said that.
Mm-hmm. That's happened before. Yeah, I know a situation like that too.
But they're on the DL.
Oh.
So it's very much like. But like deep in the deal, like they both got kids. They both got, it's a real thing.
Okay, wow. If anything you want to take away from this episode is don't be DL, come out the closet, be confident enough to accept the person that you are and who you were born to be. Don't hide because nobody wants to be around anyone who's not their true self.
And people can tell when you're faking.
Yes.
People can tell.
Or people can just...
As much as you think you're hiding it.
Right. People can tell.
We know.
Or people can just sense things that are not authentic. Like, sometimes people can just really tell. And it comes off in a way where you would think, like, they are accepting of it. But maybe they just do it, tolerate it for you. Because they feel bad. I don't know. But I just feel like, you know, I personally don't agree with homophobia. I don't even think it should be a thing. I don't really agree with people who judge people based off who they identify with. I feel like you shouldn't judge anybody based off what they identify with, because you wouldn't want somebody to judge you based off what you identify with. We all have weird, different things that we like, that we do, and we shouldn't be judged for it. Like, we all are just our own individual person.
It's really, if you think about it, we're judged for our sex lives because that's what matters.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Is the fact that there's two men sleeping together.
Yep. And it's like, it shouldn't be that way. Like, you shouldn't even be worried.
And honestly, that's private.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, if you really want to get technical, asking someone if they're straight or gay is a private question to ask them.
It is. It shouldn't matter to anybody who somebody else is fucking unless they're fucking your man or you're fucking them. Like, it literally.
And if you don't want to fuck them, why
you
matter?
Yeah, like, why
that little nosy part in you. Listen, there's tons of men that I would love to know if they're gay, if they're straight, whatever, but I don't really want to fuck them. I don't really care that much. So
yeah,
you know, in the back of my mind, I want to know.
Right, but
that nosy part wants to know. I want to act so bad, but it's kind of just like,
so you can know, not so you can do things with them.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't need to know. And if the person isn't parading around with it, then maybe it's not something that they want out there. There's some gay guys out there who are gay. They're openly gay, but they just don't.
Right.
They don't wear a gay flag on their back.
And that's fine. Yeah. But we were just wrapping up the episode. I'm going to say thank you, Michael, for coming on.
No, thank you for having me.
Expressing yourself and being honest and raw and uncomfortable, because, you know, not everybody comes on here. Like, we had a whole fucking little story time, little dun dun dun. I would like to put the Law and Order song there, you know, like the.
No, it is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to say the things that you're thinking.
Yeah, no,
all
of
the
course,
time out loud.
It is, and I feel like, you know, like, something I've learned on here. Okay, this is episode 19. So, like, watching some of the episodes, like I said, I don't really watch them because it's weird to me after I've since finished editing them, and it's just like, it's me. Like, it's so, like, funny to watch me. But I've learned, like, through conversation, like, how uncomfortable I am getting with people, like the things that I'm asking them, like how, like, they really have to look into themselves before they answer. And, you know, especially when it's being recorded, like, you think about your answer more than once, because you're like, all right, this is gonna be put on something, and I'm always gonna be remembered for saying this, and do I want to be remembered for saying this? Do I want to be remembered for saying that? You know, and you never want to be remembered for saying some wild shit that, like, I guess even though you feel like you resonate with, that, you know, you probably shouldn't have said. Like, you know, which goes back to Dababy. You know, I like to, like, tie it in, but going back to Dababy, like, shit like that. So, you know, yeah, I really do appreciate that.
No, thank you.
It really was raw and real in here, and I really do appreciate that.
It was fun. And do it again.
Thank you. I actually do plan to have something like this. with all my guests, but that'll be for another episode. That'll be a surprise. But thank you, Michael, for joining me for episode 19. Thank you, everybody, for fucking with the kid. And like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how y'all feel. And thank you. Bye.